I just kind of remember what it was like to see the workers out early in the morning, see the sunrise, and just kind of have that time here. So this is a little piece that is in the book as an epilogue. This past summer, I spent 2 weeks in the log cabin, waking early to sit at the window that overlooks the terrace, the soft light glimmering through the lace curtains, teasing the painting-covered walls. It is the same spot from where my grandmother watched Nepenthe's daily unfolding, spread out on her big bed, surrounded by balls of yarn, fabric, letters, and books, and where she received guests. It is the room where memories surface, where the creak in the floorboards conjure my grandmother coming in and out of her bedroom, the heavy slap of her sandals on the bare planks, the clank of the thumb handle as she closed the door to her private room. Here is also where my cousin Erin and her husband Tom Birmingham live, where she paints and writes and where they raise their family. I watch the dense carpet of fog swirl in and out of their landscape, briefly revealing a swath of warm blue sky, only to cover up again within moments, and some days not lifting until the afternoon. Typical summer, I think. I take comfort in watching Luis and his crew on the deck each day, wiping down tables, organizing the chairs and stacking pillows, sweeping the debris and generally preparing the restaurant to open as he has for years. Before Luis, it was Jamal, faithful in his sameness, early morning after morning into day, a figure in my children's youth and in my own. Below on the terrace I can hear the delighted voice of young William, my cousin Perk's son, named after my grandfather, who has just been designated his father's chief assistant. He giggled when he told me this, a gleeful yay, like, can you believe it? He takes his new position seriously, walking around the property with pencil and pad in hand, a pager on his belt. I see him stop to talk to Peter, the gardener, and then he gives a wave up to me in the window and moves on. William is barely 6 years old. Watching him, I am reminded of the many hours we spent following in our grandparents' footsteps, learning the ropes, rolling out the fire hoses once a year, counting money in the office, toweling the daily meals, working our first paid job, and how proud we were to be a part of the family business. I am at once saddened that my own kids are no longer sharing in this daily experience, and yet feel equally blessed seeing this in him. Life has a way of changing on us, and before I know it, I am older and grown and reminiscing about what is no longer there. It is a given. Sometimes I have to talk myself out of the story to ease my way back into my own life at home in Oakland with a curious cat and 2 teenagers spreading their wings in an uncertain world. Here, time has no memory, no point of reference. The magic of place and selective memory has the ability to sweep over me like the rush of water cascading over a fall. When it does, I want to run to the coast and wrap myself in the Nepenthe I know so well, to drape a threadbare sweater around my shoulders or curl up underneath one of my grandmother's worn shawls for the solace it brings. And then hopefully